Oh, you're a programmer? I have a problem with my printer. What's the equivalent of this in your job? Oh, you're an artist? Can you sell me drugs? Me, electrical engineer. Someone, my TV stopped working, what should I do? Me, replace the remote battery, never saw his TV. Same someone a couple days later. You're a genius. Oh, you work in IT? The soda machine downstairs ate my dollar. Oh, you work in healthcare? I have this rash, pain, etc. I'm a mechanic. I fucking hate family gatherings. I work with property taxes for county. People love to ask me about how taxes work in counties B, C, and D or other states. I'm a dog trainer and have been asked many times to train someone's dog to be a service dog. Nobody seems to want to hear that you can't just take any dog that exists and turn it into service dog. They require a very specific personality and are chosen as puppies almost all of the time. There is a small percentage that are chosen as adults, but they still have to fit that strict personality criteria. They'd have to learn very quickly and they have to have no past trauma that would affect their work. Since adults have experienced things that may have changed how they handle situations, and it takes at least 2 years to complete training with retirement around 8, it's usually just not worth the effort if they are already an adult. Oh, you're a paramedic? I have this rash, get various random symptoms. Girl, I work in a metal box on the streets for 22 HR. Go to the doctor. When I worked for a DMV, I'd hear this a lot. You guys should fix your website, or you guys should some random nonsense. My only answer is okay, you're right. But first, y'all have to have a seat. You'll call the Secretary of State right now and get to the bottom of this. Well, you're a construction worker? I have a leaky faucet. Oh, you're an IB English Lit teacher? Here's my 4-yo, teach her to read. As a civil engineer, I get a lot of people asking me for input on home improvement projects and such. Like sometimes people will call our office, our secretary will pick a random one of us, give us a heads up and have us take the call. I'm going to redo my driveway and I wanted an engineer's opinion on the layout and how much you'll need to put into it. Just hire a contractor. If it's a driveway you really don't need an engineer, well, I want to make sure it's done right, okay. But I need you to understand, if you contract us to make you a plan sheet for a driveway, it will likely cost more in engineering fees than the actual driveway. Oh shit, okay, sorry about that. Another good one was for fencing. I work in airports, so we do big wildlife exclusion fencing, controlled access gates, real Alcatraz level security shit. I get at least one call a year of somebody looking for us to engineer their garden pasture fence. Well, I just moved here and want to have a few heads of cattle or maybe some horses. Okay, then my advice is to take the 10 or so grand y'd be paying us to make sheets and such for it. Go to the bar here in town, find a guy with dirt on his boots and hire him to put your fence in. You don't need a stamp for this, just verify the property boundary. Oh, you're a mathematician? What is 300 at 3,636 times 8,103? You're a programmer? Hi, and you ha ck my friends fossy bouquet? You're a lawyer. Can you help me with insert some complex issue completely outside of my practice area? Mine isn't really related to the actual job, but how recruitment agencies and temp agencies do not understand my degree. We have this great job as a civil engineer pass. Oh, this job in the steel industry as an industrial engineer is perfect for you. The degree is bioengineer. I work with bacteria and some chemicals, and some bioinformatics on the side. It's industrial biotechnology. I can make you a nice pipeline process that will produce that specific organic compound. Yes, I can splice a gene into a microorganism. I can make you some nice organic fertilizer or glue out of random shit you are laying about. But I don't build bridges. I can't do construction. Oh, you work with computers? Hey, so I have this old VCR that. I work at a gas station type place, and the amount of people asking me what's wrong with their car. I'm not a mechanic. No sir, I don't know why your check engine light is on. No, I can't give you directions to a small town in Kentucky because we're in PA. Oh, you're a psychologist? Cool. Proceeds to start talking to you with the expectation that you will give them therapy, or alternatively starts talking about their mental health and completely expects you to diagnose them, so they can say a psychologist told them they have it. Not really a job, but I do photography as a hobby, and for it, would you mind shooting my event that would normally cost 1,000 and hours of editing with a real photographer? Followed by them getting a little offended and not believing you when you say you literally don't have the gear or talent for it to even be possible. When I first started in television production post-production, my mother would tell her friends that I was in the TV business. Almost every time they asked if I could come by and fix their set. When I shifted into IT, she still didn't learn. Told her fiends I worked with computers, and yes, the tech support calls came fast and furious. What I learn, never tell your mom what you do for a living. Oh, you work to make new drugs to treat incurable diseases? Why aren't all drugs free? I don't know. Why doesn't your car dealership give out free cars? Oh, you work with metal? Make me a sword. Oh, you're a chemist? Do you know how to make meth drugs? Oh, you work in patent law? My uncle really wants to get weird idea patented. I work with cell phone accessories and I repair iPhone screens. I will constantly have people say, since you work here you have to know what my phone's doing, proceeds to explain issues with an app. I work with hardware and know practically nothing about apps other than I use certain ones and they work well. I get the opposite. People ask me advice and then go do nothing that I told them to do. And often they then come back to tell me I must not be good at my job. I work in a supermarket at the butcher section. I work only there. You never see the personnel from there working in other store sections. I don't stock shelves. Customers still ask me stuff about everything. No, I can't tell you which of these washing machines is better. I cut steak. Oh, you work with film and broadcast cameras? Which TV should I buy? Oh, you're an accountant? Help me with my taxes, or you're an illustrator? Animate me. Oddly. Oh, you're a psychologist. Can you read my mind?